Welcome back. We are here with our last family tree video. Can you believe it? I mean, look at this thing. Yes, so we are here with our last family tree recap of our royal family legacy, which I am so excited about. And I am just going to quickly remind you we had Queen Cordelia who cheated on her husband. And then we had Queen Eliza, who was like the OG overachiever. And then we had a little scuffle where, um, Seth got disowned and became king of a different kingdom. And then we had our queen, Raeliana, who died young, and her brother, Leto, became like king, um, like interim king, while her children grew up and then tried to prevent them from getting try to prevent Gohan from becoming king. So there was that, but he did end up falling in love with Octavia, who was from the other kingdom. And, a war broke out, and it was just this whole thing. The war was mostly during Gabriel's time, but anyway. So Gabriel, whose wife was killed by Lucille, and then Lucille tried to take control, and she couldn't get rid of Noel because uh, Gabriel brought Noel back to life, and then she was in the war, and we won the war, obviously. And Noel and Rhonda had the air competition where Jada won, and Jada was kind of both Jada and Pelham were both manipulated by Lily, who was a spellcaster. But we did have Olivia, who started a war because she was a bad mom to Giorgio, and then we lost poor Winter. So Cordelia became queen very briefly before Bellamy. And Bellamy, who was married to someone she hated and killed all his mistresses, had three children, the youngest of whom became our King Hades, Gen 10. Gen 10. Oh my gosh, very exciting. If you want any more information on any of those other Sims, you can check out the other family tree recaps. I'm not going to go through all the same information again, but let's talk about Gen 10. I am so excited. Gen 10 was so much fun and I really enjoyed it. I hope that you watched the last part of it because, whew, that was a lot. Um, anyway, Hades. Hades completed all of his toddler skills, three childhood aspirations, and got all the scout badges. Way to go, my good boy. As the heir presumptive, he chose the art aspiration as a teen. And then, so his mother, Bellamy, where is she? She's way over here. Bellamy was really instilling in him that they needed to rebuild their kingdom after the war because they'd lost a lot of money, they'd lost a lot of people. And so he proposed to Alicia. And Alicia brought with her a big dowry, and she moved in with them, and everything was great. And then he met Jade, but they did not cheat. They were just friends. And he found out that Alicia was cheating on him with his father uh, at Harvest Fest because his father died of woohooing her. That was really awkward. So he yelled at her, and then she died of anger. So it was really something. He had a lot of emotions after that. It was really too much. But Jade was always there for him, and he became very close with her. And um, he really loved her, but his mother did not approve because she didn't have, a big dowry and she wasn't noble and they're trying to rebuild a kingdom and this is not the time for including commoners. So he was very sad about that, but he did his duty and he broke up with her. Unfortunately, she was pregnant at the time. Yikes. We've been there before. And she was pregnant at the time, and so she ran away and to hide everything from Bellamy because Bellamy was known for killing her husband's mistresses. Why wouldn't she kill her son's girlfriend? So um, she ran away with her baby, Nathaniel. Nathaniel, way over here. Um, and then Hades was put in arranged marriage with Joanne, which was fine. They were fine together. Like they were sweet and everything was good. It wasn't like this passionate romance, but they were fine. Even though, of course he would have rathered Jade, but what you gonna do? So they got married immediately. He went to university. He was, I think, our only sim that completed university. I think Eliza started it, but she never finished it. But anyway, um, Bellamy did pass away before her first grandchild was born, and he completed university. He got a job as a lawyer, and they had so many children. So many children. I think he had the most children out of everybody. Um, and then Jade came to his house one day and she told him that she was dying and she really needed to tell him something, but she could not tell him before she died in his arms. So um, he was really shook up by that. But who knows? Like he doesn't know what she was trying to say. So that was one of the sad things. Maybe if she had been able to tell him, things would have turned out differently. Anyway, he continued to raise his family, 10 children. Let's go through them. They're alphabet children. We're not going to pay attention to Nathaniel right now. Austin, Bryce, Cecilia, Dana, Emery, Francis, Guadalupe, Hugo, Irene, and John. Wow. Lots of Sims, really hard on me. But they all completed their toddler skills and a childhood aspiration, and then got as far as they could in whatever aspiration before they either moved out or, the other thing. So then I can tell this. I literally just recorded the voiceover for the last part right now, so I can tell it from memory. Basically, we're having Austin, who actually had the Master Chef aspiration, which was really fun. And he became close with Yvonne, and they were going to get married. They were both young adults at this time. Everything was going great. And then their wedding was crashed by Nathaniel and Josephine. Now, recap on Nathaniel and Josephine. Basically, I'll start with Josephine because it starts earlier. Josephine, I don't know if you remember, I'll go even further back. Luna is a vampire, and wish, 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 she gave the land for the kingdom to Cordelia way, way, way back when. Did I write that out? Yeah, the vampire Luna. Luna was lonely and agreed to let Cordelia start a new kingdom. So that is what happened there, is that our kingdom was founded in part by Luna, but Luna had completed the vampire Black Widow aspiration and killed all of her children, which included Josephine's mother, Simone, who had hid Josephine from Luna and sent her away so that she could one day come back and avenge their family and, save everybody because Luna was killing everybody. Now, by this time, 10 generations later, Luna was not killing everybody anymore. She had gotten over that. She was tired of being all alone and she allowed the population to flourish. That did not change that Josephine had this revenge in her heart. And she was hiding out. And then when Jade had taken Nathaniel to hide from Bellamy, they found Josephine. And Josephine became a very close friend of Jade. And when Bellamy died and they returned to the kingdom, Josephine came with them. And then when Jade was sick, Josephine helped out, and Josephine helped raise Nathaniel after Jade died. And then they, had a questionable relationship. So basically, uh, Nathaniel had a lot of hurt in his heart about his mother dying, his father never acknowledging him, despite the fact that, his father didn't even know he existed. But all he knew was that his mother went to go tell his father about him and she never came back. That's all he knows. And so Josephine kind of, stoked this anger about how Hades didn't care that she died. He didn't care about Nathaniel, blah, blah, blah. And Nathaniel looked on at all of his siblings who were living these great lives, and he didn't get any of that. He never, he's all alone and he only had Josephine. So, anyway, the two became romantic eventually, and they also got engaged. So they crashed the wedding, took over the wedding for themselves, and terrorized the guests and locked everybody up. And they got married and they were just enjoying themselves in the castle and just having fun, tormenting their prisoners and drinking all their blood and killing the Sims. And they were just like, it was a party, it was a vampire party. So they also had a daughter, Addison. Wait, was it Addison, or you know what, her name might not have been Addison, it might have been Adrian, but anyway, YOLO. So they had a daughter. And um they were just enjoying themselves. And Hades tried. He was like, I didn't know you existed. I'm sorry, I was trying to do my duty to this kingdom. And Nathaniel is just kind of like, you gave up my mother for this kingdom, and so I'm going to destroy this kingdom for that. Like, the very thing Hades was trying to avoid, he inadvertently caused. So they kill all of the nobility, and then they start killing all of the royal family, and he saves Austin for last because Austin is kind of like the image of what his life should have been as the eldest son. Even though he doesn't have purple eyes, so he wouldn't have been in line for the throne anyway. But um, anyway, he saves Austin for last, and then he kills him, and then Hades is the only one left. And um, oh, I forgot. Hold on, back it up though a little bit because Luna came to be like, what the heck was going on? And Josephine defeated her in a vampire duel and then killed her in revenge for her family. So Josephine got what she wanted. Nathaniel then killed Hades, got what he wanted, um, and they just kind of, disappeared. Like, they caused all this chaos, they ruined the kingdom, and then they went off to live their happily ever after with their child. So that is what happened. That's what happened, you guys. Very exciting. Um, I I just really, really enjoyed every part of this. I had so much fun playing all of these Sims. I mean, look at this family tree; it is ginormous, and I really enjoyed telling these stories to you. And I hope that you'll join me in the next thing I do, which will be, I'll give you a little sneak peek, the Ultimate Decades Challenge. So here's the Ultimate Decades Challenge starting. So if you want to hear more about that, I will be creating start creating videos from now on about the Ultimate Decades Challenge. And I hope that you'll join me on that too. I really had a lot of fun, and I am so glad that you joined me on this. And I will catch you for the next one.